طيب بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Today I'm gonna explain two lectures which related to JavaScript functions and array, and also how to validate form and how to create cookies. Let's first start with JavaScript function. We already had studied some function in the previous lectures, but today our concentration on how to create function, how to call the function. The main syntax is put or use a keyword function, then give a meaningful name for a function. Giving argument or not, it is a kind of optional. Also, inside the function you can add your statement, and return statement, it's optional. It's based on your use of it's based on the purpose of function. The first example is a simple HTML document. It is use internal see it is internal JavaScript, because the Java script is put inside the head section. So the function is a start with the script and finish with the script, not the function. It's in a script related to JavaScript, it should be like this. طيب, the function you have to put function keyword and then my function. This name is meaningful, but it's just example. And then this function has the body alert, and then show hello world in a pop-up message on the web browser. So to trigger this function or to call it, you have to, for example, in the body section, add a button and use the events on a click. This on event you will ask for what? For a function name, and then for example you will give a button a name to tell the user what to do. Let's go to W3 school. Okay, to show you something related to HTML, let's say API web storage events. We have a list of events. You have to use it when it is applicable. For example, here we use on a click event because it's suitable with what? With button. Maybe you want to make it as a link. You can use it with for example image, and you have to practice or try it. This is the code. Okay, let's run it. Okay, just a button. When you click, this is the pop-up alert, and this is the message. Okay, this is the default IP address, and this is the port. Okay, and this is hello world. Okay, we already take some example related to this in the last lecture. The second example concentrate on how to calling a function with argument, with sending some argument. So the same syntax, but in this time we will accept two argument or parameter as usual. طيب, this example is used inline JavaScript. Inside the body they add paragraph to give some instruction to user, and then we have a button. When you click on this button directly, you will send Ali information with a function Ali and student. The function receive name and job. After that, okay, and it will pop up a message with welcome name Ali plus or concatenate with the job is a student. Okay, it's very, very simple. Let's check this example. Okay, it's here. This email, not this. Check. No, 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 not this. I'm not sure I did it or not. No, this. I think this is. Let me close the thing, the tabs which I don't need it. Okay, click the button to call the function with argument, and then welcome Ali and the student. Note this, the Ali and the student, we send it as a default function. We can enable user to take this value from from the keyboard, and we can take it from the user and show it in the same way. Right. The third example talk about functions with return value. Let's directly jump to the example. Right. We have another HTML document. We have paragraph to give instruction what you want. This example calls a function which performs a calculation and return the result. Here P work to show the result, to work as an output or something like that. And then we will use internal or inner inline JavaScript. It contains a function. This function receive A and B and then return what? The multiplication, for example, of A and B. And then what I will did, I will use what I will do, I will use document object, then search for P by ID, and then insert this code or the result of function, insert it here. So we will assign the function output here. For example, I may compile to the I run, for example, I run this example on the browser. First of all, the browser will start with P and then do a JavaScript. After that, it will do P and then here wait nothing, and then JavaScript. The browser can't do anything until the function is called. When he received here, he notes that the function is called. So when you send 4 and 3 to the function, the result will be 12. So the written result will be 12. And let's this example, it is 9, 3. Okay. Okay, this is it's also considered direct. Let's go to the fourth one. We talk about array. The concept of array is similar to array of Java and other language like Python. Array has index and value. The index start from 0, 1, 2 till length minus 1. Okay, and then you can add value. For example, you will add here MONA. Okay, and you have to know how to access the value, the array. You have to know how to create array, how to give initial value, how to access this value, how to, for example, show all the value of the array. So in this simple HTML document, we have JavaScript. Okay, inside JavaScript we have var I because it's work as counter, and then we have an array called myCars, and this is the way of creation or definition. You will use var as a data type, and then the name of array, and then you will handle it as object. This is object name equal new, and this is constructor, and this is the constructor, array constructor. If you want to make initial list, you can add it here. Okay, it's possible. Or you can add this in this way, but this is not useful. This is not okay. You can say the first index put sap, the second index put volvo, the third index put pmw. If you want to see the output, you have to use for start from 0, index 0, till I less than the length of the array. We use this property length to see how many number or the length or the total element or value inside the array, and then we will use plus plus to scan or to iterate over all the element in the array. After that, we will use document.write, and then we will use the name of array and then I to send the value of array to the HTML or to the browser. Okay, we will try the original example, and we will try to improve it. This is the example. Let's, for example, do some modification. What I will do, I will open directly. I will put this. I'm not sure. It's something like this or. Mm, I'm not sure. It's not like this. I think it's. I have to search. JavaScript array. Because array is considered as an object. This is the array. See, like this. This is a kind of array. Okay, if you want it as constant. Okay, this is one way of create an array and show its result. And note here is created as constant. Type. What I explain here is another way of declaring array. Let's see another example. This is also another example to add value to the array element. This is the way of creation. Also there is another one, and this is okay, and also this is okay. Yes, okay. I can create, for example, I can create array, and at the same time, and I can add value. What's going on? Value. Okay. خلاص, it's the same way. This is one way, create the array and add initial value. But constant, it's not important here because you want dynamic. Also for array you can use there are some method. Method like what? Like append, like push, pop, what else? Join, if you want to mix two array with each other. Shift, unshift. There are a lot of method you can use it. You can make or sort your array. Okay, there's a lot of things you can do with. Just go through W3 school and try to learn by yourself. طيب. طيب. I want you to practice this. For example, instead of increments plus plus or I increment, I want you to replace one time use this I equal to, one time use I equal or greater than or equal 0, or I decrement, and do the required change and see the result. This is for the ninth lecture. Okay, the lab 10th, it's talk about JavaScript validation function and JS cookies. As we said at the beginning of introducing JavaScript to the web design, the main job is to work on the presentation layer. What's the presentation layer? Is to make, for example, some function, I have example to understand what I said. For example, to make the page dynamic, to make animation, something like that. But now CSS become capable of do animation. So the rule of the JavaScript is this time it can work as for scripting a client side and server side. I will try to find something to show you. Okay, this is an example with the simple JavaScript. This is HTML, CSS, but see what would happen. This is for only done by JavaScript, and this is tutorial. I take it from easy tutorial. Okay, it has a lot of things, a lot of great things. If you go, for example, to oh my god, to مثلا for example Blackboard. Okay, if I want, where's your subject? This is your subject, for example. When if I want to hide I want to hide this. See, I can hide it because this is used JavaScript. Okay, many things. Okay, I want, for example, to hide what? This is this way to show things and hide it. This is related to JavaScript. But now JavaScript can be used to build a complete website from A to Z and connect it to the database. Anyway, if we have so today I wanted to discuss with you the rule of JavaScript, which is validation. When you build a system, you have to put 3 layers of validation. Database validation by using integrity rules like primary key, foreign key, check. What else? And also you can use server validation and JavaScript validation. Our client, let's say client validation. Client validation, it's avoid user to go or to use the server or to interact the server if the input data is wrong. For example, if I have this HTML document, we have a function. The rule of this function is what? Is to validate form. We have var, a kind of variable. It's search for a form called my form and file name dot value. Yani it's go to HTML file to search for form and file name. Yani my form ID and if name يعني okay, and then it want to check two things, whether this whether if name has a value or not. If there's no value at all, it will check whether it's null. If you add, for example, this empty statement or empty string, you have to check also. If one of these condition is true, that means alert or pop up a message and said first name must be filled out, and then return what? Return false. That means the form will not be submitted. Here you have a form. This form with name my form action demo form ASB. This is code available on it's supposed to be available on server, but this must be written. Okay, on submit, this is what this is to call this is an event. It's always work with JavaScript function. It's work with the form to say please dot submit the form, tell the form element tell to validate the form element. So we will say on submit return validate form. What is return validate? That means if you return false, that means you can't submit the form. If it is true, you can submit the form to the server. Okay, here you had first name, and this is input type if name. Okay, and this is submit value. Okay, also there is a bad here there's it is difficult to put just first name without any tag. It's wrong actually. Type this is the first example. طيب okay, I will keep it. File name must be filled out. I will do something like this. Empty. Where is empty? Where is double quotes? It accepts. If I do like this, no, it should be not accept anything. See, it sent me to this page, but this page is not available. Okay, email format validation. You know, this is concept, it's very old. Okay, but it still work with some kind of validation. Like for example, if I want you to validate the username, the telephone, the يعني, a lot of things has been changed with HTML5, but still you need to make validation on some field. For example, this is some, there are something extra here, we don't need it. We have name form with name my form, we have email, imagine here, or consent focus here, it is of type text. Okay, and then here P. Okay, please type in your email again, and this is confirmation email. Okay, and here button, on a click on button, the fire email method will be called, and then the value should be appear here, should be what? The value of button should be check email address. طيب, the JavaScript is what? طيب, var status false. This is work as a flag. Flag variables mean give initial value, for example false, and then try to change it or to keep track of something, the state of something. Var email regular expression. If you write this thing, this is a regular expression, This is to specify the pattern of accepted email. That means start from here till here, okay? The first part should contain either capital letter, small letter, number, underscore, and dot, plus percentage, and some some special character. This can be repeated, and then at, after that, after at, many things can be done, like HTML, these things, plus or concatenate, and then dot, and here we will specify either edu.sa or .com, these things. طيب, if your entered email it's match with this pattern, that means your email is validated. So what I will do, I will go inside if statement document dot my form dot email dot value dot search. Okay, I will go to form and then go to email input, and then take the value of email and do search. Search equal what? Equal -1. If it is -1, that means the value is not found. Alert, please enter a valid email address. Else, if document not equal, that means the first condition, search if the email, if the regular expression is matched with the value of email. If it is -1, that means it is wrong validation. You enter a wrong email. If it is okay, go through the second decision. Try to check whether the first entry of email is equal the second entry of email. If they are not matched, what would you do? You will ask again to do it. If no problems in the first the first two decision, it will show you a message, your work is correct, and then the status of the flag will be will it change to what? To true. Let's try it. طيب, this is which one? Yeah, this is one. But if you notice, there is problems. This is wrong. This is wrong practice. طيب. See, this is email. I will leave them. Let me. Nothing happened. طيب. If I write something like this, طيب, please. If it is do something like this, that mean you have to open developer tools to check what's going on. Console. Okay, I have a problems here. Okay, there is a problem here. Okay, I will check. Let me try something else. See, now you have to be careful. JavaScript, it's not like any language. You can't find the problem or figure out the problem easily. You have to go to developer tools and the check console to check or to know what's exactly the problem. Okay, that means the problem in the code itself. I have to fix the code. Okay, I have a lot of things here. I don't need it. Okay, HTML. Type. This is form. Type. If they want to make it like this, they can say P. I'm trying. Type P. Remove this P. Type this the first email. Please confirm your email. Type. Okay, I will do it like this. Type this is. Okay, and then try to keep the consistent formats. Okay, this is the problem. Okay. Okay, this is the form. Okay, close the form. Function validate email. This is the regular expression. It's okay. Okay, the problem is here. Okay, what's the problem here? Expect. Yeah, it should be one type. Okay, and then okay, type. Okay. The problem was I just make a copy paste, so this statement become unrecognized in two separate lines. Okay, type. If I do the test, first of all, I will enter the same email. It give me the right answer. If I do something like this, please enter a valid email address. Okay, because they check the regular expression. If I do, okay, I will make this as right and keep this. And keep this empty. They said the email address is not match. Please retype them to make sure they are the same. Okay. Type with HTML5, no need to all of these work. I can do something like this. Oh, where is? Okay, I can directly exchange or let's do what? Let's do. If I from the beginning specify the type, let's say I will go out of this. Okay, I will use this. Text I need, for example, to say email because there's predefined types for inputs. So I will say it will be okay. If I do like this, it cannot be shown without. No, I will put it here inside the form. Let me put it inside the form. Okay. If I put something like this, no, I wanted to remove this. I wanted to see, instead of using JavaScript this and that, use just email. Type email. This is will do verification for you if you want to use the default verification. Okay. Okay. 1 minute, 1 minute. If I do something like this, let me avoid this method and try to apply the same. No, 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 I don't. No, this is wrong. I will go again to HTML to clarify my idea. What I want to say is it's not required to use validation, JavaScript validation with each element of the form, because HTML5 has a lot of type, or you can say built-in verification, like format. Where is email type, input type? Yes, input type, because now we have a lot of types. Like email, you can't it's optional if you want to use validation or not. I wanted to try one. Is the first name? No. Password, not password. I want email. Yes, email. See, type, it is empty. No. If I write, for example, MA, it will go, it will show me this default message. Why? Because I make the type of input as email. So if I write a complete email or a write email, okay, it will show me something like that. Let's change here. Okay, if you make it, for example, like mean telephone, or do you do something like this? Why it accepts? It's wrong. No, no, tell. It is wrong. Anyway, طيب يا بنات، هو already فيه types مستخدم، مثلا type search لها وظائف محددة أو وظائف معروفة، فيكون عليها validation. لكن إذا أنت تبغين تكونين professional، ممكن ما تكتفين بهذا الفاليديشن الديفولت، ممكن أنت تضيفين الكلاينت validation والسيرفر validation والداتابيس validation، عشان لو انكسر الفاليديشن، أحد هاكر كذا كسره، يكون لسه السيرفر شغال. وكمان الكلاينت فاليديشن يسهل، يخفف على مين؟ على السيرفر. فمثلا في الكلاينت ودخلتي معلومات في الفورم، راح يتأكد الفورم هل شغلكم صح أو خطأ، قبل إنه يودي هذه المعلومات الخطأ إلى مين؟ إلى السيرفر. بيكون السيرفر عليه يعني عبء شوية إنه يتأكد مثلا هل هذه البيانات موجودة في الداتابيس ولا لا. طيب هذه الفكرة. The last example about cookies. Sometime when you go, if you check your email, check the Blackboard, anything, any website, any web application needs to enter your username and password. That means you may use this website may use cookies or session to track your behavior. Let's check here to see. I wanted to show you something. This is the application. Let's check the cookies. See, this is the website of KQ or Blackboard. We have a cookie. See, cookies. It's just to take our to keep track of our information, to let us stay in the session after 13 minutes. If we don't use our account, it directly lets us do automatic log out. The same process is used with bank, with airport, with these things. خلاص. إذا فكرة الكوكيز إنها تعطينا مثلا فرصة إنه تشتري من موقع أو تحجزين من مطار خلال 30 دقيقة. لو ما استخدمت الجهاز أو ما كملت شغلش يرجع يطلعش من عملية الحجز أو من عملية الشراء أو مدري إيش وتبدأين من جديد. Okay, here we have a cookies. Okay, this is the cookies. Okay, this is the sometimes it is cookies and sometimes it's session. And cookies and session are two different things. Right, let's go to apply or to explain the last example. The last example, how to create cookies with JavaScript. We have already HTML file. We have internal JavaScript. We have 3 functions. The first function is to get cookie. To get cookie, you need what? You need name. You need name. So we will declare 3 variables ixy. These variables no, 4 variables ixy and cookies. The cookies, you will check the document .cookie.split according to what? To semicolon. After that, you will go inside this cookies. This is now after splits become like array. So now you will search. You will take the value of x and value of y from this array. Okay, this is something dynamic. We don't know how many parts inside this cookies or this array of cookie. And here we will access each element of this array dot substar. We will try to divide it into 2 parts. The first part starts from the 0 index till the equal. The remaining part starts from the letter after equal, and then we will check the name of user. If x equal the name, the entered name, what you will do, you will return y. Okay, we will try to split the value of cookie to 2 things: name, which is stored in x, and the value of cookie, which is stored in y, and then we will try to match the value of name with, let's say, username with the name in the cookie, and then we will return a special number or the number of set cookie. Here you need 3 things. First of all, the username, the value, and here the expiry date. Sometimes you have 13 minutes. This is the default. Sometimes you have 1 day, 3 days. It's based on the system purpose and the security. So we have variable x dates equal today date and time, and then this object will set dates according to what? Get the current dates plus the expiry days. After first here we specify the dates or the time of the cookies, the validity time of cookies. Then we assign the value of username plus the value where in cookie. We have a variable called cookie. It's available on the document. We will give it the username and what and the value. Okay. The check cookie function, this is the third one. Now it will check, do we have a username or what? The username value will be taken from what? From get cookie. After that, if username not null or username not empty string, you will alert and say welcome again, or it will open, for example, the dashboard for you and then write username. Else it will say no, you are not registered, you are not, for example, recognized. And that means, for example, if I go and back to the same website, it will directly recognize me. If I'm the first time access this website, directly it will give me username, and it will set the username according to my username and give me the expiry date to 1 year, so exactly 1 year. This is it doesn't make sense, because this is conflict to the security of the website, but this is just example. Like the check cookie, it's called directly when the page, when the body is unloaded. Let's see. First of all, I will close this. And I will go to the last example of the JavaScript. Using cookie is a practice in web development, so maybe this code, maybe you will see it in the real-time example. This is what this is. No. Third. Okay, this is cookies. Okay. Welcome again, Muna, because yesterday I was here. I will try just to go more tools, developer tools. I will go to what is application? No. Welcome. Dictionary, console, source. This, not this. I will try it because yesterday I checked this. See, for the first time you use the system, it will ask for username. Let's say my username is okay. This is because cookies is just working when you has username and go, for example, in shopping cart, something like this. Okay. Let's go to check the cookies. Go to application. Okay. and this is the, where is the cookies? This is the cookies. Okay, this is the cookies. This is my name. Okay, if you want to, I will go out. Okay, I return back. It will say what? Your name is already saved, and I am still in the cookie. Say it's say welcome again, Munamish. Let's say close the browser. Okay, and then open it again. Let's say welcome again, Munamush. Why? Because the cookie is still available in my browser, because it's the expiry date. It's complete 1 year. So if I go here and try to, I wanna to no session storage. Okay, let's see if I do this. I still in the cookie. If I want to change, I can change. I do it, for example, what, like 1 day. By tomorrow it will be expired. Okay, if I go to history, not history. Setting. Cookies. Yeah, let's remove cookies. Okay, look there. Browser. I can delete cookies from here, but all sites, permission, manage and delete cookies. Anyway, this is the idea of cookies. You can delete all of the start cookies in the system. You can delete it from here, I think. Okay, and then let's try again. Okay, there's a problem. Anyway, this is the idea. In the real world, we will use professional way to control the cookies time. It's not like this to open it for a complete day or something like that. Like for example, in your exam, your cookies expired after 2 hours, for example, the period of exam. So this is the basic idea of cookies. Anyway, alhamdulillah, we finished all of the topic of JavaScript. Next week, inshallah, we will start with the third phase, and we will do it at the lab together. On 12th week, inshallah, we will complete the manual, and we will start with to give hint for the fourth phase, inshallah.